Hey, don't tell. So I was trying to lotion my back the other morning, right? And I could not reach the itchy spot. So I was like, okay, I gotta be creative. So I go in the kitchen and I grab a big Smart Water bottle and then I slather cocoa butter on the outside and I throw it over my shoulder. Yeah, and as I was rolling it across my back, I thought to myself, wow, I need a man, right? I gotta get on that. But in the meantime, I got online and I found on Amazon a lotion applicator. I was like, I know there's gotta be a thing to help with this, right? Lotion applicator. It's just like a long-handled, like spatula for lonely people, and you put the lotion right in the middle and you slap it, and I ordered it right away. And then immediately tried to delete it from my order history, because I knew I didn't want whatever sad-ass suggestions came along with that purchase, right? You know, the algorithm is like, customers who bought this also bought like rope. Cats. I didn't want that for me. Saw an article come across my feed, right? And the headline was, like, is it okay to marry for companionship and not love? And I was like, ooh, I'll bite. So I clicked the link. I'm a curious person. I clicked the link, but then the article was behind a paywall. Yeah, so I still don't know. I don't know if any of you guys heard it. It's kind of need to know information. I couldn't afford to find out. And I'm starting to think like that's the path I'm on. Cause like I be saying I wanna be partner or like I would like to get married, but if I'm real, like I wanna get married, like I wanna learn to play guitar. Like I'm not doing nothing about it. Like I just be saying that. Cause at this point in my life, y'all, I'm a lazy dater. I put the time in when I was younger. Now I just want my soulmate to show up where I'm already at. That's all the energy I have. You know, my friends are always telling me, Erin, you're not gonna meet anybody at your house. You know, cause that's where I be at. But I tell them, you don't know that, right? Like TaskRabbit, Uber Eats, UPS, every day new people come by. It's not the same guy every time. On all the apps. Told someone my age the other day. Yeah, and she hit me back with a black don't crack. Yeah, that's supposed to be a compliment, black don't crack, but it felt like a gut punch. It did, it felt like a gut punch, because like I had not realized that I was black don't crack years old. Like you don't know. You don't know till someone tells you. Sneaks up on you. It was my first BDC and I was having a hard time with it. And I called one of my girlfriends and she was like, Erin, get out your feelings. You know how it is when it comes to age, everything's relative. She said, well, we were her age. We would have thought people our age are old. And I had to think about it. I was like, yeah, I guess you're right. I just don't see myself that way. And here's the thing that I'm learning as the years pass, right? It's that old will get older the older you get. Okay, you will move the goalposts your entire life. I'm not old, those people are old. Yeah, and you'll never stop doing that. I was talking to my dad the other day. My dad is 78 years old. And the other day, he and I were talking about, do you guys remember Joe Biden? He used to be president. You might be too young. Anyway, so we were talking about Joe Biden. My dad was like, yeah, I mean, he don't look good, but 80 ain't really old. And I was like, no, it's undeniably old. Like, you know, but he's 78, so he can't admit to that, you know? He was like, Joe Biden ain't old. He was like, man, Moses was 80 when he led the Exodus. Yeah, that's not a good argument, dude. Like, that can't be your comeback. Yeah, well, I tell you who's not old is Moses. Yeah, Joe Biden is old. Like, that's undeniable. Right? But I think it's only fair to discuss the fact that he tried to be a young president. He did. He ran a lot. Like, I don't know if you know, the first time Joe Biden ran for president, I was 9. I was 9, and now I am black don't crack. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that is a very long time to be trying to get the same job. I have never wanted a job that bad. Could you imagine, like, you just went to an interview and you're like, oh, that went pretty good. And then you're like, all right, when can I expect to hear something? And they'd be like, about 32 years. But check back every 4. We'll let you know. My mom just started taking a new drug that's called Prevagen. Right? You're supposed to take it daily. It's supposed to help with your memory. Right? But when I was there over the holidays, I learned that she's only taking it when she can't remember something. Like in the moment. Like for her, It's like Alka-Seltzer for your brain. Like, you just... Like, she'll be mid-story. She'll be like, you know who I ran into the other day? The girl's mother. The girl, your friend from high school that you was in the band with. What? Oh, damn. What is... George, bring me a Prevagen. I'm like, that's not how you do it. You gotta take it all the time. I love this job. Like, I love what I do for a living. I've been doing this for a long time. And it's a blessing to do what you love for a living. But I will say this, there are definitely times when I am hanging out like with my civilian friends and they'll be talking about their jobs. And I will get a little insecure because like I love what I do, but I'm aware like this is not the most adult job, right? It doesn't always feel like the most impactful thing to do with your life for a living. Like I used to date a guy who's a medical researcher. Yeah, and also a huge asshole. But his job, very important job. His job was to help develop a malaria drug that people don't become resistant to, that's affordable for poor countries, right? It's a big job. And he would call me in the morning on his way to work. He'd be like, hey, babe, headed to the lab, to cure malaria, or like whatever he'd be saying. And then he'd go, what are you doing today? Don't be like that. Like, you know it's not gonna match what you're doing, right? And I would get in my feelings, but I read this series of essays and it was all about how ancient Greek philosophers really valued comedy and how they saw humor as philosophically important, right? And it gave me perspective. I was like, you know what, maybe I've been too hard on me, right? Because like if Aristotle thinks I'm a hero, like I'm not gonna argue. But here's the thing, so in New York City, most big comedy cities, like stand-up is a cash business, right? You go to a comedy club, nobody's getting a payroll check for 15 minutes of jokes. We'll come in, we'll sign a ledger, they'll hand us cash, right? End of the year, we settle up for taxes, or we don't, mind your business. So, that part's not even your business. Anyway, so, imagine, I'm uptown, right? I'm in the green room of a comedy club, I'm waiting to be paid, right? Manager comes in to pay me, but then she pays me with titty money from her bra, just blatantly in my face, just reached in there and handed it to me, and it did not make me feel philosophically important. That was not the effect. It made me furious, right? Like, and it just felt very aggressive. Like, she maintained eye contact the whole time. It was very much like, yeah, you gonna take this titty money. And it's like, of course I'm gonna take it. Like, I did the job and I earned that money. And also, I need it. I'm saving up to find out if it's okay to marry for companionship and not love. And every bit helps. But like, why wouldn't you just like take the money out on the other side of the door? Like you knew you were coming in to pay me. Like take the money out on the other side of the door, give it to me. Let me worry about why it's moist. Like let me write my own story. I'm a writer. I can fill in any blank if you leave room for deniability. Like just hand it, oh, that's a little damn. You know what, I bet it's raining in her office. Like, you know how it be raining inside. Right? I just think that like how you are compensated for the work you do lets you know how valued you are by the people paying you. That only makes sense to me, right? Like I don't know, y'all, I don't know what you do for a living, but I'm betting most of you don't get paid in titty money. And if you do, sorry for profiling. Most of you though, you just wake up, your money's in your account. You don't touch a check, nothing, it just shows up there. But I don't have that, ain't no titty direct deposit, Or maybe there is, maybe that's what TD Bank is. I don't know, I'm with Wells Fargo. But anyway, you guys, thank you so much. Have a great night.